Hello everyone. In this episode, I bring you a new topic: why power is moving away from superpowers. I wish to begin it now. For most of modern history, power meant large armies, large economies, large territory. Superpowers dominated because scale dominated. But something quite is changing. Power is becoming modular. Today, influence does not always require dominance. Smaller nations can shape outcomes without controlling systems because systems themselves are fragmenting. Technology is decentralizing capability. Supply chains are distributing production. Information flows are bypassing orders. This creates a new reality. Power is no longer only about ownership, it is about positioning. Middle powers are learning this faster than superpowers. They cannot dominate, say, so they optimize. They build alliances instead of empires, standards instead of territories, networks instead of hierarchies. This is not weakness, it is adaptation. The old world rewarded control, the new world rewards coordination. You can see this in technology coalitions, in trade blocs, in climate negotiations, in semiconductor partnerships. No single country controls the full stack anymore. Interdependence is no longer a vulnerability alone, it is a leverage. The ability to sit between systems becomes power. This changes strategy. Superpowers must manage complexity. Middle powers exploit complexity. Superpowers protect order. Middle powers navigate transitions. This is why countries like Japan, South Korea, Turkey, Australia matter differently today. Their strength is not absolute dominance, it is strategic relevance. They connect supply chains, shape standards, balance rivalries, absorb shocks. They are buffers and bridges at the same time. That role did not exist clearly before. The 20th century was bipolar, then briefly unipolar. The 21st century is layered: military power, technological power, data power, financial power, narrative power. Different countries lead different layers. This creates overlapping influence, and overlapping influence reduces clear victory. The world is moving from winners to negotiators. This does not mean superpowers are declining. It means their advantage is less decisive. Power now requires cooperation even for rivals. You see it in AI governance debates, in chip supply chains, in energy transitions. No country can fully detach without cost. Strategic interdependence is becoming selective, not absolute. This is a paradox of modern geopolitics. Everyone prepares for competition, everyone depends on cooperation. The countries that understand this tension gain quiet power. They avoid extreme positions, they preserve optionality, they invest in flexibility. Flexibility is replacing dominance as safest strategy. This shift is psychological as much as geopolitical. Superpowers think in terms of control. Middle powers think in terms of movement, and movement is harder to predict. That unpredictability is influence because systems adjust around actors that cannot be ignored. The future may not belong to the strongest country, it may belong to more strategically positioned one. The map of power is no longer drawn only by borders, it is drawn by connections. And in a connected world, relevance becomes the new strength. Thank you for tuning in with us. We'll come back with new topics again. Have a great day.